Hi, I'm Chloe with Niche Pilates, and we're gonna move through a 30-minute reformer workout, mostly with no springs. So we'll get started. You can start with footwork springs, so from fully loaded all the way to down to 3 reds, whatever you feel most comfortable. And then lie all the way down on the reformer with your shoulders against the shoulder blocks, your head in the headrest. Your feet can start wherever feels comfortable, down on the platform or up on the foot bar, and your hands can come next to you on the carriage. We'll start with just a little bit of breath work here, so you can blink your eyes closed or soften your gaze, find a neutral spine. Take a deep inhale through your nose, and a deep exhale through pursed lips. Filling up the back sides in front of your rib cage as you inhale, and then feeling your rib cage knit in as you exhale. Just a few more like that. Deep breath in, and deep exhale, like you're breathing through a straw. From here, we'll add on a quick pelvic tilt. So as you take an inhale, rock your pelvis forward. Your tailbone should get heavier on the carriage. And as you exhale, press your waist into the carriage. Feel your core contract. Inhale, tilt your pelvis forward. And exhale, press your waist into the carriage. Feel your core knit in. Inhale to tilt forward, still feeling your rib cage expand. And then exhale, zip everything up together. 2 more like this. Deep inhale. And exhale. 1 more here. Good. From here, we can move into some footwork. So we'll start with our heels on the foot bar, about sits-width distance apart. Feet are flexed, toes pointing towards the ceiling. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, press the carriage away from you. Inhale as the carriage comes in. Exhale as you press away. Feeling the back sides of your legs engage as you press away, and then resisting the springs as you come in. Feet stay flexed as if your feet are up against a wall here, and your pelvis should stay neutral. So slight puff of air in between your lower back and the carriage. Take 2 more here. Last one, bring the carriage in halfway. Find some tiny pulses here. Out and in, out and in. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press the carriage all the way out, and then slowly bring the carriage into dock. You can bring your knees into your chest, rock and roll side to side if that feels good in between. Now we'll bring the balls of your feet to the foot bar. This time heels are lifted like you're in a high-heeled shoe. Same thing here, sits with distance apart, knees track over your first and second toe. Take an inhale to prepare, exhale, press the carriage away. Inhale as you come back in, exhale as you press away. Heels are at the same point in space, so as high as you can lift them while keeping them at the same point in space. Again, tailbone is heavy, pelvis is neutral. Deep exhale as you press away, and deep inhale as you resist the springs. Just 2 more here. Last one, hold the carriage out. Take an inhale as you drop your heels underneath the foot bar. Exhale to lift your heels up. Inhale to drop your feet low, your heels low rather. Inhale to lift your heels high. Finding a soft bend in your knees here, really lighting up through the back of your legs. Last 2. Last one, heels stay lifted, bend your knees, come all the way in. Again, you can rock and roll side to side, circle out your ankles, take a quick break here. And then we'll bring our heels back to the foot bar, this time to the outer edges with wide external rotation. So your heels can come to the outer ends of the foot bar. Knees track over your first and second toe here again. So knees will come out wide. Again, find your neutral spine. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, press the carriage away. Inhale, bring the carriage back in, knees track over your toes, feet are flexed. Exhale to press away. Inhale to bring the carriage back in. Resisting the springs in both directions. Feeling your outer glutes, outer thighs work here. And your inner thighs zip back together. Exhale as you press away. Inhale as you return. Maintaining a neutral spine, rib cage is knit in. Last two. Last one, bring the carriage in halfway. Hold the carriage still as you rotate your feet and your knees in to meet each other, and then externally rotate. Inhale as you internally rotate. Exhale as you externally rotate. Pelvis is neutral here. Again, rib cage is knit in, and the carriage shouldn't move. Just rotating your legs and your hip sockets here. Last three. Last two. Last one, knees stay together, feet are internally rotated. Inhale to prepare, exhale, press the carriage away. Inhale to bring the carriage back to dock. Exhale to press away. This time, knees meet as you bring the carriage back in, feet stay internally rotated. Inhale as you bring the carriage in. Exhale as you press away. Last two. And last one. Bring the carriage all the way in as you inhale. Done with our footwork here, we'll move into a little bit of supine core work. I like to scoot myself a little further away from the shoulder blocks just to give myself a bit more room, but you'll stay on your back on the carriage. Bring your knees into tabletop, knees stack over your hips, feet are flexed. Again, your knees should never come closer to you than your hips, but always the option to bring your heels down to your glutes to take a little bit less work here. Bring your hands behind your head, elbows out wide. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, peel up through head, neck, and shoulders, upper ab curl. Inhale to lower your head back down. Exhale to lift. Inhale to release. And exhale to lift. Keeping a slight space between your chin and your chest. Last three. Last two. And last one. Take a quick break here. You can rock your knees side to side. Maybe rotate your head back and forth. And then we'll add one more layer on here, bringing your knees back into tabletop. Hands come back behind your head. Option to keep your head down on the carriage or to peel up through head, neck, and shoulders. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, extend your right leg long over the foot bar. Inhale, bring it back in. Exhale, left leg extends over the foot bar. Inhale, bring it back in. Alternating here, maintaining a neutral spine. Tailbone is heavy. If your head and shoulders are lifted up off the carriage, keep that slight space between your chin and your chest. Again, never letting your knees come closer to you than your hips. Exhale to extend. Inhale to bend. Take two more each side. One more each side. Good, let your head rest back down. You can bring your feet to the foot bar. Maybe windshield wiper out your legs here. One last piece of our warm-up before we move into our no springs work. Just do a little bit of supine arm work. So you can adjust your springs to one red and one blue, and then lie back down on the carriage. Knees will come back into tabletop. Grab both the long loops in your hands and lift your hands directly above your shoulders. Hit shoulders against the shoulder blocks. Pelvis is neutral. Again, bring your knees into tabletop. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, press your hands down into the carriage like you're giving the carriage a high five. Inhale to bring your hands back over your shoulders. Exhale to press your arms down. Inhale to lift. And exhale to lower. Making sure to find a slight bend in your elbows so you're not locking them out. And strong wrists here. 2 more here. Last one, hold your arms down with palms on the carriage. Elbows will stay still. Take an inhale to bend the elbows, palms face the foot bar. Exhale to press your hands back down. Inhale to bend. Exhale to press. Keeping your elbows close to your rib cage to really work your triceps. 2 options here. Your elbows can hover up off the carriage for more tricep work, or they can press down to the carriage to get a little bit more lats and back work. Whichever you prefer here. Last 2. And last one, press your palms down, lift your hands up above your shoulders. Take a quick break here. Your feet can come to the foot bar, let your arms rest. And then when you're ready, knees float back to tabletop, lift your hands above your shoulders. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, press your arms down, out and around, find your arm circles. Exhale to press down. Inhale as you complete your circle. Arms should stay in your periphery here, keeping your shoulders strong in the socket. Again, pelvis is neutral. We'll take 2 more here and then switch directions. Last one. When your hands reach above your shoulders, this time arms come out, around and down, come back down towards the carriage, and then float up above your shoulders. Exhale as you come out and around. Inhale as your arms lift. Tracing that same circle as you did before, just in the other direction. Staying even through both arms. Slight bend in your elbows, and wrists are strong just as they were before. Last 2 here. And last one. As your arms come back up over your shoulders, bring your feet to the foot bar and hang your loops back. We finally made it to our no springs work. So you can remove both of your springs and press your carriage back, and then we'll step into the well. We'll start with some lunges here. So your carriage should start about halfway back. You can bring your hands to the foot bar to start. Step your right foot back behind you so that it's about halfway behind you on the carriage. Left foot starts directly below your hip. Feet are hip width distance apart, and your hips and shoulders are square towards your foot bar. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, bend through your left knee, hinge forward, find your lunge. Exhale as you come all the way back up to stand. Inhale as you hinge forward, bend through your left knee. Exhale as you come up to stand. Staying long through your spine from your head all the way up to your tailbone. And your left knee should stay directly above your left ankle. Lots of work through your left glute and quad here as you move, nice and steady. Again, this is particularly tough because you don't have the springs helping you in either direction. So your left glute and your right quad are doing all the work here. We'll take 2 more like this, then we'll hold the carriage back behind us. And last one, hold your left knee low. Again, hips stay square towards the front of the room. Scooter your right knee underneath your hip, and then press it back behind you. Exhale as you pull in. Inhale as you press away. Exhale to pull. Inhale to push. Staying low through your left knee for 4, 3, last 2, and last 1. Press your right leg back behind you, stand all the way up by pressing through your left heel. You can set both feet down into the well, take a quick forward fold. Whatever feels good here, shake out your legs. Grab your carriage if it ran away from you. We'll bring our right foot back to the foot bar. We're gonna move into some flying lunges here. So your hands will come onto the foot bar, all 10 fingers wrapped around the foot bar, slightly wider than your shoulders. Take an inhale to sink all the way down into your lunge. So bend through your left knee, extend your right leg long behind you. Exhale, shift the weight into your hands, lift your left knee into your chest, gaze goes towards your right thigh. Inhale as you step down, back into your lunge, left knee over your left ankle. Exhale as you press into your hands, scoop up through your core, look down at your thigh. We'll just take 3 more here. Exhale to lift, pull your gaze, scoop your core. Inhale, slowly come back to the ground. 2 more here. Exhale as you press into your hands. And last one here. Come all the way down. We'll take a nice stretch here. So you can bring your knee down to the carriage here as well. I like to press my hands onto the foot bar. We'll just take a nice stretch of your hip flexor. You can rest your head in your hands here. Nice stretch through your hip flexor on that right side. Take a deep breath in here. And exhale it away. And then come all the way up to stand. We'll break up our lunges here with a quick plank. So you can bring your hands back to your foot bar. This time, both feet will find the foot bar. Option to bring your knees to your foot bar or your carriage instead. Or your toes, whichever you prefer. Hands again, fingers wrap all the way around the foot bar. Hands are slightly wider than your shoulders. Step both feet up onto the carriage. Find your high plank. Press through both shoulders. Stack your shoulders over your wrists. Find a long line in your spine. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, bring your knees directly below your hips. Exhale, press away. Inhale to pull your knees under. Exhale to press away. Staying still through the top part of your body, through your trunk, just moving through your legs. Again, no help from your springs in either direction here, so this is tough. Breathe through it. For 4, 3, last 2, and last 1. You can pike your hips all the way up. Find a forward fold here on your carriage. Let your head hang heavy. Take 1 inhale and an exhale. 1 more set in our planks here. Don't let the carriage come away from you. Bring your hands back to your foot bar. Feet are on the carriage. We'll take a couple of planks to pike. So you can start in your starting position, shoulders stacked over your wrist. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, press out into your high plank. Take an inhale here. Exhale, scoop your core. Bring the carriage back to dock. Gaze comes to your thighs. Exhale to press out into your high plank. Inhale to bring your feet back in, your carriage back in. Moving nice and slowly with this. Feeling your lower core engage. Heels stay lifted here. Take 2 more like this. Exhale to scoop forward. Inhale to release. Last one here. Bring the carriage all the way in. Find your forward fold. 1 more inhale. And exhale. We'll move back into our lunges here, so slowly and carefully you can step your right foot down into the well here. Your left foot can stay where it is or step a little bit back further on your carriage. Again, we'll just check in with our form here. Square your hips towards your foot bar as well as your shoulders. Your hands can come to your hips or on the foot bar in front of you. Feet are sits width distance apart and your right foot is directly below your hip and your knee. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, sink low through your right knee. Find your lunge and your hinge. Exhale to come all the way up to stand. Inhale to lower down. Ankle stacks over the knee. Find that crease in your hip. Exhale, press through your right heel to come all the way up to stand. Using your breath here. Extending your left leg long behind you as you press back, and then slowly pulling your knee back underneath your hip. Finding that nice long line in your spine as you hinge every time here. We'll take 2 more here, then we'll hold our left leg long behind us. Exhale as you press into your right heel. Last one here, hold it low. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, pull your left knee underneath your hip. Inhale to press away. Exhale to pull. Inhale to press. Lots of work in your right quad here as well as you pull, building heat in your right glute. Maintaining your hinge, maybe you sink a little bit lower here for 4, 3, last 2, and last 1. Extend your left leg long behind you, press through your right heel to come all the way up to stand. You can set both feet into the well, find your forward fold, shake out your legs here. Just giving them a little break. And then grab your carriage if it's run away from you. We'll move into those flying lunges here on the right side. So your foot can come back to the carriage, same starting position as before. Right foot is directly below your hip and your knee, left foot back on the carriage. This time we'll bring our hands to the foot bar, slightly wider than your shoulders, all 10 fingers wrap around the foot bar. Take an inhale, sink back into your lunge. Right knee stacks over your right ankle. Left, exhale, press into your hands. Lift your right knee to your chest. Look towards your left thigh. Inhale as you lightly step down, find your lunge once again, sink low. Exhale, press into your hands and fly. Inhale to lower down. And exhale to lift. Take 2 more here. Inhale as you lower down, find that deep lunge. Exhale, bring your gaze towards your thighs, scoop up towards your core. Last one here. Sink low as you inhale. Exhale, find that lift. As you inhale, bring your right foot back down to the floor. Again, you can bring your left knee to the carriage to find that stretch here. So let the carriage come back behind you. You can bring your hands to the foot bar, find that deep stretch here. Just a couple inhales and exhales as you stretch out through your left hip flexor. One more here. Slowly and gently come out of it here. You can step into your well. This time we'll bring the carriage all the way back to dock at the pulleys. And then you can lie all the way down on your carriage. So your ropes can come anywhere near, but just making sure that your carriage is all the way docked against the pulleys here. Lie all the way down with your shoulders against the shoulder blocks, and you can bring your hands to the pulleys. Move into a little bit more core work here. So elbows come out wide as you wrap your hands around the pulleys. Knees start in tabletop, knees stacked over your hips. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, tap your right toe down toward the well. And exhale, inhale to lift it back up. Exhale as you lower your left foot. Inhale as you lift. Alternating here while maintaining the 90-degree bend in your knees. Again, spine is neutral here, core is knit in. Moving slowly with the time of your breath, only lowering down as far as your pelvis can stay neutral. So letting your form determine your function. We'll take 2 more on each side. Exhale as you lower. Inhale as you lift. 1 more each side. And then bring your knees into your chest. Rock and roll side to side. Just 2 more layers here. So hands can come back to the pulleys, elbows out wide. Bring your knees back to tabletop. Knees stack over your hips. This time we'll just extend and bend our knees. So inhale to prepare. Exhale, extend your legs at 45. Inhale to bring them back in. Exhale to extend, flex your quads. Inhale to bring your knees back to 90 degrees. Exhale as you extend. Inhale as you bend. I can feel my quads shaking from those lunges. Using your breath here. Last two. And last one. One more quick break. Bring your knees into your chest. Rock and roll the length of your spine. Last bit of core work here. Bring your hands onto the pulleys. Knees can come back to tabletop. This time, glue your knees and your feet together. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, tilt your legs over to the right. Inhale to come back to neutral. Exhale, tilt your legs to the left. Moving like a windshield wiper here. Your hips might lift up off the carriage, that's okay. Just make sure your shoulders stay strong in the socket, planted to the carriage. Using your obliques to move back and forth with control. Again, whatever range of motion feels comfortable here to stay within control. Exhale as you twist. Inhale to return to neutral. Option for an added challenge, once you find your extension, you can extend your legs out, pull them back to the 90, and then rotate to the other side. So exhale to rotate, inhale to extend your legs, exhale to bend, inhale to come back to center. Taking whichever option feels best for you. An extension a bit more challenging here. We'll take one more on each side. Good. From here, you can roll all the way up. Last little bit of work here, come all the way to stand. Your carriage should stay docked at the pulleys just so that it stays in the same place. And your feet can come slightly in front of the carriage. The spoiler here is that you're gonna come all the way to squat to sit on the carriage, so you wanna make sure that you're close enough behind you that you don't fall through to the well. Your hands can come to your hips or to heart center. Option to lift them up overhead as you sink low. I'm gonna start with my hands at heart center here. Take an inhale as you lower down. Feet are directly below your hips. Into your squat. Exhale as you lift back up. Inhale, hinge forward, spine stays long as you lower. Exhale to press evenly through both feet. Option to add your arms, lift them overhead as you squat. And exhale, press your hands back behind you as you lift. Inhale to lower. And exhale to lift. Two more just like this, just getting used to the movement. And last one, come all the way to sit down on your carriage. Spine is tall. Your hands can stay far out in front of you, or you can bring them to heart center. Your feet will stay firmly planted on the floor. We're gonna move into some C-curve work. So stack your shoulders over your hips. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, tilt your pelvis forward just like we did at the beginning of class. Roll halfway back. Feel your ribs get closer to your hips. Core is engaged. Inhale here at the bottom. Exhale, roll all the way back up to standing. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, roll all the way back. Engage your glutes. Sip of air at the bottom. And exhale, roll all the way up. Two more here. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, roll all the way back. Feel your center core engage. Sip of air at the bottom. Exhale, roll all the way up. Last one here, collarbone is wide. Exhale to roll all the way back. Maybe you find your deepest yet. Inhale at the bottom and exhale, roll all the way up. From here, we'll combine those two movements so you can start standing all the way up tall. Hands can come to heart center. Take an inhale as you lower all the way down to your carriage and find your seat. And as you prepare, exhale, roll all the way back into your C-curve. Sip of air at the bottom. Exhale as you roll all the way up, tall on your sit bones, and then come up to stand. Inhale as you lower down, back to your carriage. Exhale as you roll all the way back into your C-curve. Sip of air at the bottom. Exhale as you roll all the way up, come all the way up to stand. You can press your hands behind you, or hands can stay at heart center. We'll take three more in that flow. Inhale as you lower down, lightly tap the carriage and sit up. Exhale, roll back into your C curve. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, roll all the way up. Stand all the way up. 2 more here, using your breath. Rolling back a little deeper in your C curve every time. Collarbones stay wide. Heels are planted firmly on the floor at all times here. And last little bit of work here. Inhale as you roll all the way down. Exhale, roll back into your C curve. Hold it here for 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, roll all the way back up. We are done. We'll move into a little bit of stretching here. So you can walk your carriage all the way back up and add 1 blue and 1 red spring. And then lie all the way back for feet and straps. So your shoulders can come up against the shoulder blocks. You can grab both of your long loops and place them around the arches of your feet. Then lift your legs up to 90 degrees. Hands can come on the on the carriage next to you. We'll just start by lifting and lowering our legs. So pelvis stays neutral here, just flushing out all the work that we did. Exhale as you lower. Inhale as you lift. Tailbone stays heavy on the carriage. And when you're ready, you can move into your leg circles. So legs sweep down, out, and around. Continuing to breathe here, feeling your heart rate slow down. Next time your legs are at 90, you can switch directions. Taking your legs as wide as feels good to you here. And then next time your legs are at 90, bring the soles of your feet together, find your butterfly. Your feet can stay close to your hips, or you can bring them down towards the well, whichever feels good here. Breathing into the stretch. Your left foot will stay where it is. Extend your right leg long. Find your inner thigh stretch. Your leg can go long, or you can find a slight bend in your knee, whatever feels good here. Bend your right knee, feet kiss back together, and then extend your left leg long. Finding that same stretch here. And then bring the soles of your feet together. Take 1 more inhale and exhale to finish. Deep inhale through your nose. And deep exhale. Your feet can come out of the straps, so you can take any last stretches that you need. Thanks so much for joining me.